In the Bible it says 1/3 of this island, because a lot of the Bible and the context this passage was written in is the Old Testament, and it's about the Isles of Elijah. So this is the Isles of Elijah, and also Britain is the Isles of Elijah. So 1/3 will be sold into slavery and 1/3 will die by famine. So I'm wondering what third it will be. More than likely it's going to be the Catholics. It's not going to be the Protestants up the north. I wouldn't say it's them, because they don't have the idols and they don't call the priest father and stuff like that. So basically God was probably talking about the Catholics. Or more than likely he was talking about the Danann, because they're not mentioned in Revelations. So at some point in the not too distant future, a lot of people on this island is going to have to die. It's going to be an empty place. We're going to have to dish out the land to people. They're going to disappear off the face of the earth. And he says that those who are of the faith will laugh at famine. So we've nothing to worry about. But these heathen that worship the godmen, the priests and stuff like that, and worship the idols and the churches and stuff, they all have to go. So on this island there's two races. There's the Milesians and there's the Danann. The Danann think they're the godmen and they think they're superior to us. They don't want you to have anything. They'll steal the eye out of the back of your fucking head. They're born thieves, they are. Where was I? Yeah, there's going to be a lot of... It's about these islands. People say, no, that's not about us. That happened. They don't want you to think it's about you. You've been taught that it's not. But if you have a knowledge and you look into the Bible, you'll realise that a lot of the Bible is actually about this island here. I'm going to pick up a book. An old book. Soon. And it's called the Book of Tevi. And it speaks about these islands. It speaks about this place where I'm sitting right now. This is my ancestral home. And I will not tolerate it being stolen by a bunch of heathen swine. They're coming down here and harassing me. They're driving all around, all over me. They're allowed to do what they fucking want. If I steal something in Dublin, I go to jail. As a matter of fact, if I speak out and preach the Bible in Dublin, the truth, I go to jail. They hate the truth in this country. So just over there, there's a big field, big massive field. The farmer that owns them fields, he took the ditch out and robbed that field and then sold it to his farmer mate over there. Then he backhanded all the money up to the people in Navan. The woman down here is on the books is owning this one, this field, another field and another field. The field where I built my roundhouse, absolutely nothing got to do with the OPW. Freestanding structure, they chopped it down. They harassed me, put my name in the paper, said O'Callaghan fella from Ballyfermot says that the police worship Satan, the Garda worship Satan, and they harassed the life out of me ever since that day. First of all, when I was persecuted, I had to leave this island. I was run over by Republicans. I went to England. I got on great over there, well enough with the English, and I had a pretty good life. Then when I came back, it swapped from the harassment of the Republic to the Garda. But me never realising that they're all one and the same. They're all the two at the Danann. Not all of them. That's not true, not all of them. But they're the Danann. So basically, a farmer, and say you go up here around here, you're a farmer. You can rob fields. You can rob houses, you can rob homeless people, stuff, you can walk up and pour petrol on stuff and burn it. You can do what you want basically. You can pull out guns on people. I know numerous fellas that went walking through farmers' fields and farmers pulled up beside them with guns. You dirty fucking, and they're pure abusive, foul-mouthed animals when you go onto that land, because they're not like me and you. They're pure, they're a different species. So basically, they're the tares amongst the wheat. And they're farming us. So basically, they fill they come and they breed up here like rabbits. Then they get jobs as coppers. If there's not enough land for them, if they can't rob a bit of land, they get a job as a copper or a screw. And they go up into Dublin and they harass the life out of people in the estates that have absolutely fuck all. A little poxy council house. If they're lucky now, you don't even get a council house. No one has a council house now. They have homeless. So what they give them now is a blanket. on the street, a duvet, or not a duvet, a sleeping bag if they're lucky. And then the coppers come up and kick them, get up off the ground, boot them while they're lying down, get the fuck up, move away from here. And then they keep all they take your taxes. If you're paying taxes and you're working hard and you're not at the dunning, they harass the poor and take your taxes to drag them through the courts, which keeps them all in a job and living in the opulence that they're accustomed to coming from the country, at the expense of the poor. Now, there was another country that had a similar situation like that. The Rhodesia, it's called. I think it was Zimbabwe or something like that. And it was taken over by the Zimbabweans, and they killed all the white farmers. That's what's going to happen here, I reckon, something like that. Because up the north, you have people who are pro the testament of Christ. Pro the testament of Christ means that you read the Bible and you don't listen to a priest. You pick the Bible up yourself and you read it because you're pro the testament. They'll tell you a Protestant is a pro-testament or a protester. But that's not what it really means, a protester. It means you're a pro the testament. But that's propaganda. It means they tell you it's a protester. So they have their priests, and they have their Garda, and they have their lawyers, and they have their fields, and they have their guns. Because every one of them is armed. We're not allowed to be armed. We're not allowed to steal. We're not allowed to beat people up and get away with it. We're not allowed to swear or curse. We're not allowed to read the Bible. We're not allowed to do much of anything really. Even if we come down into these woods, look, I'm the only one here. They will complain about it. They'll send someone down here to annoy me. Anybody it could be. Could be anybody. I'm persecuted. I contacted numerous military. I contacted a couple of military organisations. I contacted the Irish Rangers. Not realising at the time when I contacted them that half of them was probably in with the Dannon. I contacted the British Army, and I contacted the United States Army. I contacted the Native Americans and the warriors. I contacted everybody, and I says, "Help me, and I'll help you." And they were probably thinking, how can I help you? Well, this is how I can help them. Well, if we take off, my ancestral rights are restored to me. I have access to 100 trillion in gas and oil. 100 trillion. I'm probably as wealthy as the sheiks down in all you have to do is help me. All you have to do is help me, help you. Hello, little birdie. Oh, there is someone down here with me, the little robin. Yeah, see, the robins are afraid of the women. All the animals, say if I'm sitting down here, the animals will come over to me. There's a bunny rabbit just sitting there. But when women come, they fucking run. They run away from women. The animals run away from women. Look at it when you're out with your kids. You'll be walking in the park with your kids. The animals will come up near daddy, but when mommy comes along, they scarp her. Because women are full of madness these days. But to get back to the point, these people are armed with guns. In order to get a gun in this country, you don't go to the government, you don't go to the guards, you go to the farmers. That's how much power they have. 3 farmers say that you can shoot on their fields. You can get a gun. But you have to have 3 farmer friends. And in order to have 3 farmer friends, you have to be in the farmers club. You don't have to go to the government. It's not the government who say whether you can have a gun or not. It's the farmers. Because the farmers are a hidden militia. If we ever rise up and complain about the Irish murdered loads of people, the Irish government murdered 100 people up against the wall and shot them. They got rid of loads of people, all the centres and all the notorious for it. Now they don't put them up against the wall and shoot them. They declare them mentally unfit or unstable and pump them full of drugs in mental institutions. That's how they get rid of the centres now. But luckily enough for me, I have friends in the British military, I have friends in the Irish military, and I have friends in the American army. So I'm halfway there to achieving the objective of liberating Ireland from the Dan tribe. So I'd like you to help me. And I have friends in cartels.